Today I'm going to show you guys a couple quick easy ways to practice the primal squat if you're having a real hard time doing the primal squat. One of the best ways to make the primal squat easier is to just elevate the heels. I am not personally a huge fan of stacking books or other things under my heels, but what I do love is using things in my environment in the park and that is a little bit more natural. So what I have here is this nice hill that's in a park near my apartment that has various grades. So I can make it as hard or as easy as I want just by using different angles on this hill. So in that area where it's a little bit more steep, that is going to make it easier because you're going to have your heels elevated a little bit higher. And in these areas, there's less of an incline, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging, and you can start with something like that where it's a more steep angle, more elevation in the heels, and then gradually work up to flatter and flatter surfaces.
You take your feet about shoulder distance apart with your toes pointed out slightly, and you're just going to sit down on your heels. Make sure to keep your feet flat on the ground. You don't want your heels or toes elevating while you're in the primal squat. You're going to try to keep your spine straight. Once you're in the primal squat, you can move around a little bit and just kind of feel out the move. Move your legs back and forth. You can bounce a little bit. I like to extend my arms in front as a counterbalance, and I also like to raise my arms up and over my head, which strengthens a lot of the postural muscles in your shoulders and upper back area, which don't really get strengthened by traditional weight training or resistance training exercises. And strengthening these muscles will really help you keep your head up and your shoulders back while you're sitting in the primal squat for more extended periods. Once you get more comfortable with the regular primal squat, you can start to play with it even more with something like flowing in and out of a Hindu squat, which is going to work your balance and stabilizer muscles around the feet, ankles, and core a little bit more.
So two of the things people really have a hard time with when they first start practicing the primal squat is when they get down in the primal squat, their body wants to keep going backwards. So the angle and elevating the heel helps correct that. The other thing is when they get down into the primal squat that they kind of hunch and roll over their knees in front of their body to kind of prevent their body from tipping and rolling back, because you don't really have the strength and flexibility in and around the ankles and around the hips and low back yet. But after you practice it for some time, those muscles will get used to it and you can gradually decrease the angle that you're on. If you're hunching and rolling, grab something that's low and pull your shoulders up and back and kind of force your body and force your back into that proper posture. Just use something as a tool to pull yourself into the move a little bit more.